All right, Shalom. I want to start saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. I say all praise and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar. All right, double honors to the Apostle Israel, Millstone, peace and mercy be unto the rest elect out there teaching the word, truth, sincerity. All right, on the screen or whatever, as you can see, this Israelite, he's a singer. All right, he goes by the name of Willie Hutch. I'm pretty sure a lot of brothers heard of him. He's known mainly for his works with the Mac, the movie The Mac, the soundtrack, and I'm pretty sure some other very good movies, but that's the main one. But I was playing this song earlier, right? And what the name is this song? Woman I Still. What's the name of Woman I Still? Let me see. Woman I Still Got Loving for You. Woman I Still Got Loving. Woman I Still Got Loving You on My Mind. All right, yeah. So, and when you look at this, all right, this album cover, right, it says Willie Hutch. It says the mark of the beast in the corner. As you can see clearly, it says mark of the beast in the corner, the left corner, left top corner. All right, then it says 666. All right, and I don't know if Willie Hutch, I say obviously he is Israelite, but I don't know if he knows the truth or he knew the truth back then or whatever the case is. But and then when you count these heads, all right, it's seven heads. Is one when you count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and he's pretty much going to, like, this is straight out of the scriptures. All right, so he had to know something, otherwise he wouldn't have put this on his album cover. All right, but I'm just started from the top. It's Revelation 13 verse 1 saying, I stood upon the sand of the sea. All right, and this sea is referring to the Mediterranean Sea. All right, if I'm not mistaken. All right, but John the Revelator was on the Isle of Patmos, and I believe that sea is surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea. But on another note, it is talking about people and people in the nations and stuff like that. Because when you go to Revelation 17, go over here real quick, 17 and 15. It said, and he said unto me, the waters which thou seest, where the whore sitteth, the whore is America. It says, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. All right, so the people, the sea or the water, right, that we in Revelation 13 is referring to people and nations as well. All right, or nations and people or tongues and stuff like that as well. It says, and saw a beast. All right, this beast. All right, it's talking about, all right, NATO. All right, it said, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, all right, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. All right, and it's 7 heads and 10 horns. All right, that's that. The 7 heads goes back to Germanium Major, Germanium Minor, the French, the Spanish, the British, the Greeks. All right, and I believe the Romans. But I'm gonna just show this picture, just so I won't throw brothers off. All right, and everybody, all the brothers know this picture. All right, so those are the 7 heads, which those are 7 governments at once, or 7 countries and stuff like that that had Edomites running these nations, all right, or these areas, all right. I said countries and stuff like that, and they, like I said, they formed together to form this major superpower, all right. Or eventually most of these got took down or whatever, and then out of all that, pretty much rose America and shit like that. All right, but like I said, this is what the 7 heads are. All right, the power structures are these places that once had power or whatever ran by Edomites. You got the Greeks, the British, all right, the Germanium Major, the Spanish, the French, all right, the Romans, and then Germanium Major. All right. All right, so, and then like I said, then the 10 heads, the 10 horns, all right, is referring to powers as well. All right, governments, all right, that's ran by Edomites as well. All right, and they're still around to this day. All right, the EU. And as you see, it said the 10 horns represent a common market of the European Economic Community, EEC, established in 1958. Today, the EEC is known as the EU, which is the European Union. And then these are these countries. They're ran by Edomites, and their military their countries with their military powers that came together to form, like I said, we'll talk about the 10 horns. All right, so now we got that understanding or whatever. So let's go back to it. All right, Revelation 13. It says, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear. All right, that leopard represents Alexander the Great and the Greek Empire, and then it said, and his feet were as the feet of a bear. All right, and that bear is it represents Russia. All right, because Russia, their emblem is the bear, and that's a well-known fact. And then they're going to be the one that take they're the feet, because they're going to be the one. There's that because the feet represents the end of a body, all right, or the end of like I said, yeah, pretty much a body, all right, and at the end of America, all right, the bear is going to pretty much bring an end to America. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why they're known as the feet, all right. They're the end, and they're going to be the end of America, all right. They're going to be one to end this place. It said, in his mouth as the mouth of a lion. That's Britain, all right, Great Britain, all right. Why? Because America stems from Great Britain, all right, and that's where they pretty much got that power from. It says, and the dragon gave him his power, all right, and that dragon right there, that is the Roman Empire, all right. All right, the dragon, all right, because the reason why Rome was known as the dragon, because they're very cruel. When you look at the characteristics of a dragon, very cruel, and just, pretty much, they show no love and stuff like that, and they're just pretty much out to destroy and break down, kill. It said, his seat and great authority. And it said, and it gave him his seat. Rome gave America its seat and its authority, man. All right, why? And it gave him his power. Why? Because America runs off that same political and military, pretty much power structure. All right, that's why you got the Senate and all that. And even to this day, America still uses a lot of military tactics by Rome. All right, what they call that, divide and conquer and all that came from Rome. All right, America breaks down these other nations by taking little strongholds, and they do it little by little. All right, and that's what they're trying to do to Iran to this day. Verse 3 said, I saw one of his heads that was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And that's talking about when the Roman Empire was going down, all right, and then it got wounded to death, but it didn't die. All right, in other words, it didn't come to a complete end. They just got revamped. That's why I said his deadly wound was healed. All right, because it was wounded to death. They suffered a severe loss. All right, towards one of them years. I want to say like 1 AD, or I can't think of the exact the number, but towards the end, Jake started getting up in there. All right, at the end of the Roman Empire. All right, and then eventually Rome took back over. I mean, the Edomites that controlled Rome, they eventually took back over during the Renaissance. That's what it's going into. It says, and all the world wanted after the beast, and they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. Once again, that dragon represents the Roman Empire, and which gave power unto the beast. The beast is NATO and the EU. All right, and they worship the beast. All right, because you got two beasts. All right, you got sometimes it's interchangeable. Sometimes you got the first beast, and you got the second beast, which is pretty much America and NATO and and EU and stuff, and which gave power unto the beast. All right, see that, and that's how you know this right here. This beast in the 4th verse is talking about America, because remember the dragon is referring to the Roman Empire. So if these were both referring to the Roman Empire, how could the Roman Empire give power to the Roman Empire? That's what I'm trying to say. Because the dragon is the Roman Empire, and then if that beast right there, right up under the word dragon, if that was the Roman Empire as well, it would say, and they worship the dragon, which is the Roman Empire, which gave power unto the beast. So it can't be the Roman Empire again for that beast. So it's talking about America, mainly NATO and EU. And they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast. All right, saying, who is like unto the beast, who was able to make war with him, man. All right, because that's what pretty much everybody say towards this place, America, man. And nobody think this place can get taken down, man, because of its military might. It's saying there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 years. All right. And when you break that down, I believe it goes to a little over 300, I'm going to say 40 months, 340 years, Salakia. I said when you break that down, hold on real quick. I had to look that up again because I wrote that down. I ain't gonna lie, because that one always kind of throw me for a loop. Salakia. Yeah, the 40 and 2 months. All right, the 40 and 2 months. It's it represents 3.5 years, which goes back to 70 AD, around the time of the Flavian dynasty. All right. So like I said, that's what that's pretty much going into. The 40 and Salakia. Yeah. All right. All right. So let's just continuing on. It's saying there was given unto him. I broke that down. And say verse 6, and he opened his mouth and blasphemy against Yahweh, to blaspheme his name, his tabernacle that is, and them that dwell in heaven. Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much it, man. I said obviously whatever, keep going, whatever, but that was pretty much it, man. I just wanted to bring out most of those points or whatever. I don't know if Willie Hutch understand the beast and the 666, and that 666 breaks down the Chai stigma, which goes back to 600 and then 60 and then 6, which stigma is the word you want to focus on, because it goes back to the word puncture, all right, which means to prick, all right, because that's exactly what they're going to do, all right. But I broke down the mark of the beast is the physical implementation of a physical mark, being the RFID chip or the NFC, near field communications chip. All right, so either or it can even be the Neuralink. All right, but that's the mark of the beast is the number 666 breaks down to 666. All right, and then in the Greek, Chai stigma, and then the 7 heads. It's Germanium major, Germanium minor, the French, the Spanish, the British, the Greeks, and then the Romans. All right, so hey, with that, I'm saying all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the Apostle Ezra, Millstone, peace and mercy be unto the elect. Shalom.